We earn money, save money and buy things. It is impossible to live beyond the economic cycle. What trends are dictated by world markets and how do they affect consumers? Watch it in People and Economy. Today in our program, household non-chemicals, a new trend in the market of cleaning products. How much do people spend on household chemicals worldwide? Is it possible to save money on home care products? $120 billion. This is the sum people all over the world annually spend on household chemicals. Shampoos, soaps, washing powders and dishwashing aids today are being produced in a large variety. The market of universal detergents with a wide range of activities is also saturated. This functionality influences their safety for people. The composition of household chemicals is saturated with various surfactants. These same surfactants are capable of causing allergies and asthma. Keeping this in mind, manufacturers are looking for an alternative. They switch to natural plant components. Demand for eco products dictates the offer, and by 2024, the share of organic skincare products in home care market will reach more than 30.9%. Naturalness and environmental friendliness. These are the principles that are followed by the soap maker Stepan Kaiser. He found his vocation quite by accident. The idea came to me about 6 months ago, when I was just walking along the street and saw a woman selling handmade soap. I thought, why wouldn't I make the same soap? I searched Google, found some tips, bought everything I needed and started to create. For now, Stepan has turned from a contemplator to a doer. He produces a natural, environmentally friendly soap of all kinds, with photos and logos, with the addition of essential oils, clay, coffee, oatmeal and poppy. Coffee soap is my favorite one. I use natural coffee for its production. I just take coffee, soak it, remove excess water and add it to the soap base. This product has a scrubbing effect and smells nice. Stepan's clients are also in love with this soap. Soapmaker notes that the modern consumer has become particularly scrupulous in terms of composition. They pay special attention to essential oils in the soap because they are very beneficial to the skin. Price remains an important factor. It varies from 300 to 1500 tenge. Stepan gets orders from his mates and through the internet. Each product is unique. You can go to different handmade exhibitions to see that usually producers make few types of soap. But I create everything in a single sample. That is why I'm not afraid of any competitors. The very first thing in this work is imagination. Everyone can learn to make natural soap at home, Stepan says. It is enough to study the properties of its constituent components by surfing the internet. For example, the base material, soap base, in a special store costs slightly more than 1500 tenge per kilogram. This will be enough to make 10 pieces of soap. Price of liquid pigment and perfume is about 500 tenge. Price of essential oil is approximately the same. A couple of hours of uncomplicated manipulations with all the elements and that's it. The Kazakhstan market of household chemicals today is almost absolutely import-dependent. Experts say more than 90% of it is represented by imported perfume, detergents and cleaning agents. There are no more than 30 local production companies on the market, and every year they try to diversify their production lines. We produce dishwashing liquid, which is presented in several price segments. As far as cosmetics are concerned, we produce shower gels, shampoos, hair balms, bath foam and other household chemicals. For example, this plant has been running for 8 consecutive years in 3 main directions: production of disinfectants and antiseptics for medical organizations, production of household chemicals and cosmetics for mass market, and production of various detergents for food industry organizations. The emphasis here is made on the full production cycle. In other words, in addition to the household chemicals, containers, lids and labels are also being made here. 80% of the raw materials come from Europe. Historically, it happened that the main large-scale synthesis of substances took place there, since the time of colonies. So the same coconuts and other products were brought there for this synthesis. About 10 to 15% of total volume of raw materials we use are from Russia and about 5% from China. This geographical layout allows local producers restraining the price of the product. This gives huge advantage over competitors and provides for the ability to conquer neighboring markets. We sell our products to Russia through our branches in Astrakhan, Volgograd, Yelitsa, Yekaterinburg, Novosibirsk and Moscow. In general, experts assure that large-scale production of household chemicals in Kazakhstan is unprofitable. There is no own raw materials base and competition with import producers is too high. However, it is still possible to diversify the local market, first of all at the expense of small and medium-sized businesses. We produce 8 types of solid soap. We've moved on to the development of a liquid soap and gels for washing dishes. The entire line is absolutely free of harmful chemicals. Our products are without sulfates and parabens. And this is our uniqueness, I think. Household non-chemicals is not just a tribute to fashion. The topic of eco-goods has become a real trend and influences greatly on the formation of the market of cleaning and washing products in the country. We search for medicinal herbs at the foothills of our beautiful Alatau Mountains. In this we cooperate with specialists who are engaged in collecting herbs. Full food, chamomile, purple sage, there are so many herbs here. And after careful analysis, we pick up exactly those herbs that affect positively the skin and the immune system. We don't warm up the soapy mess to high temperatures, for oil not to begin secreting carcinogens. Contrary to established opinion, an ordinary detergent with chlorine is by no means more profitable. The price for the natural product is quite affordable, and its hypoallergenicity is confirmed by the composition, given that many of the usual powders and detergents can cause itching and allergies. There is a saving. Natural products are not necessarily expensive. For the sake of economy, I still think that it is better to use natural products, because they are really being used in smaller quantities. They really absorb into the skin. And if we talk about household non-chemistry, it has no fragrances, no odors, it is economical in use. They contain non-chemical essential oils, which are also very useful for human body. There are even some lines for children. Kazakhstan producers are not yet able to cover the demand for household chemicals in the country. For example, domestically produced perfumery covers only 1/17 of the market needs, and haircare products only 1/32. Therefore, there is no need to talk about serious exports, but the import is annually growing. In 2017, the import of soap to Kazakhstan amounted to $55 million, which is 8% more than the year before. Russia is the main supplier of household chemicals to Kazakhstan. Turkey, Germany, Poland and Ukraine are also in the list of exporters. As for household non-chemistry, its implementation is actively supported by the WTO and the Eurasian Economic Union. In Kazakhstan, as well as in many other countries of the world, detergent powders containing phosphates are already banned for production because of their insecurity for people.
There
are a lot of soap products on the market today, but unfortunately these products, one way or another, are able to do some sort of harm to people's health. Again, according to studies of international chemical communities, a number of scandals have been reported by large companies, precisely because they use harmful chemicals in their production. Modern markets should take into account the fact that the consciousness of the average consumer has changed a lot. Experts say a huge flow of information from various sources did its job. We became more selective in choosing the same detergents, began to study the labels carefully before buying anything, we compare the promised and real effect. As a result, the buyer votes with a purse for an eco-friendly and natural products. The segment of natural cosmetics and care products in the world is estimated at $33 billion and occupies 1/10 of the beauty market. According to forecasts, by 2019 it will reach $50 million. Germany is undoubtedly the leader in the production of household non-chemicals, that is, natural remedies for skin care and hair. However, according to experts, the countries of Southeast Asia are rapidly increasing production of washing eco-products and in the next decade will be able to get ahead of Europe. First of all, this applies to China. This country is one of the world's leading exporters of household chemicals. The share of private companies involved in its production here reaches almost 50% of the total number of market participants in the world. However, the great attention here is also given to eco-friendly products. People thought over the need for cleaning agents back in ancient times. The first soap was invented 6,000 years ago and replaced simple water and sand. It was made from ash and animal fat and was used also for washing dishes and clothes. With the invention of soda, it has become the main universal cleaner. But the first synthetic soap was invented only in 1916 by the German chemist, but it turned out to be so pungent that it was suitable only for industrial use. Soap which does not harm hands, as well as the first safe means for washing dishes, appeared on store shelves only in 1935. And now, as always in the end of the program, a useful tip: how to save on home care without neither health nor money losses. Here are some simple and inexpensive life hacks to save on home care. The ordinary baking soda is an excellent tool for washing dishes, plates and sinks. It also copes well with the mold, neutralizes unpleasant odors and is, incidentally, quite inexpensive. Mustard powder will help to cope with grease and complex contaminants. Microfiber napkins containing silver ions are a novelty in the home care market. Such a rag may be more expensive than a usual one, but according to the manufacturer, it will serve a couple of years. By the way, one napkin will be enough to wash off any surfaces and with absolutely no cleaning liquids. Did you know that Russian amber from Philip is recognized as one of the most expensive shampoos in the world? It made a real boom in the ranks of lovers of natural products. It consists of extremely useful amino acids, vitamin B5, chamomile, rosemary, nattle, burdock, sage and shea butter. And also amber, known for its medicinal properties. The price of a 355 ml bottle is $168. Today, the household chemical market in Kazakhstan strongly needs import substitution, experts say. At the same time, it is necessary to develop domestic production, taking into account the world trends of growing consumption of environmentally friendly products. This direction can become an exclusive manufacturing niche. It is not excluded that Kazakhstan will not only saturate its own market with quality household non-chemicals, but will also export it to other countries of the world.